श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति शांति शांति. So yesterday we saw the 13th shloka. Today 14th shloka. तेन केन प्रकारेण ते केन प्रकारेण भजन्ति इति उच्यते द्वाभ्याम. So yesterday he said ज्ञात्वा भूतादिमव्ययं भजन्ति अनन्य मनसः ज्ञात्वा भजन्ति इति उक्तम्. So yesterday he said ज्ञात्वा भजन्ति. After knowing me they will worship me. By knowing me they will worship me. So how will they worship you? That is said here. Kena prakarena सततम कीर्तयन्तो मां यतन्तश्च दृढव्रताः नमस्यन्तश्च मां भक्त्या नित्ययुक्ता उपासते. सततम कीर्तयन्तः मां यतन्तश्च दृढव्रताः नमस्यन्तश्च. It is not नमस्यन्तश्च, it is नमस्यन्तः च. One word, okay? नमस्यन्तः च मां भक्त्या नित्ययुक्ता उपासते. सततम कीर्तयन्तः, they worship me, they praise me. Kirtayantah generally is the word used for kirtana, to praise, to sing. Okay? Mam yatantascha, and they put effort dridhavrataha by having focus. Dridhavrataha means by having a complete penance, means complete focus. That's their penance. Namasyantascha mam bhaktya, and they salute me with a great devotion. Nityukta upasate, and always endowed with my devotion they worship me. But this is a general meaning. Each word has a different meaning here. Satatam means sarvada. Sarvada, what should you do? Always. What should you do? Always. Brahmanishtam gurum upasrutya. This is why it is important. This whole shloka becomes such a beautiful message for a sadhaka. Brahmanishtam gurum upasrutya, by reaching to a guru who is a brahmanishtha, who is established in the truth. Vedanta vakya vicharena, and after going there, don't discuss other things. He has to study Vedanta, and after studying Vedanta is inquiring into Vedanta. Vedanta vakya, you are not just listening, you are inquiring in the process. So Vedanta vakya vicharena guru upasadana itara kalecha, and when you are not, see, going to the guru means guru upasrutya. What does that mean? Reaching the guru. It is not just going and meeting the guru, or like people come here and why are you here? Just to see ashram. They say there is an ashram here. What is there to see in ashram? Ashram is a building. A building is built of mortar and cement and all that. So it's like any other building. There's nothing new in the ashram. Okay? So, like you go to a guru. Guru means, I just wanted to see who guru is. What's the use? So he says, Guru upasrutya means you have to clearly understand surrendering to the guru. Only after the surrender you can listen to the Vedanta Vakya, because that is the prerequisite for listening to the Vedanta Vakya. Otherwise, you will not have any trust towards the Vedantic statements pronounced by the Guru. Therefore, there will be no use of listening. Therefore, he says, Vedanta Vakya vicharena, by inquiring into the Vedantic statements, Guru upasadana itarakal. And when you are not there in close proximity with the Guru, what should you do? Or we can watch movies and all that. No. Cha pranavajapa upanishad avartanadvihi, chanting the mantras, pranava, omkara, etc. Pranava is omkara, or the other mantras as we already discussed about this. So the mantras, and not just that, Upanishad avartanadi, by chanting the Upanishad and its meaning, by inquiring into it, avartanadi, by repeatedly inquiring into it. Mam means me. Who are you? Sarva Upanishad Pratipadyam, the one who is established in every Upanishad, Brahma Swarupam. What is that? is established in every Upanishad. Brahma Swarupam, the form of the inherent nature of Brahman. Kirtayantaha. Kirtayanta means they were praise. Praise means what is the praise? What is there to praise about the self? So he says Vedanta Shastra Adhyayana Rupa Shravana Vyapara Vishiyurvanta iti yavat. They make it the object, the self as the object, me as the object of the transaction which is called as Shravana, which is done through the study of Vedantic statements. Okay, Vedanta Shastra Adhyayana, studying of Shastra, Rupa, in that form, Shravana Vyapara, the transaction which is Shravana, which is done, Tad Vishi Kurvanti. They make me the object of that kind of transaction. That's the idea. So, Shravana is said as Kirtana. Okay, Tatha Yatantascha. And similarly, they also put for effort. Guru Sannidhau Anyatracha. In the presence of Guru, now I don't need to say again and again, in the presence of Guru you do something, and in the absence of Guru you do something else. No. Only during the Shravana you need a Guru in front of you. Okay? So, for the Manana, whether you are in front of the Guru or you are not in front of the Guru, that is why is Guru Sannidhau Anyatrava Vedanta Virodhi Tarka Anusandhanena Apramani Shanka Anaskandita Guru Upadishta Mat Swarupa Avadharanaya Etamanaha. So, first, the Apramanya Shanka, there is no Vedanta, there is no self, there is nothing, all that is removed. The Abhava Arthaka, see, there is no self. That kind of idea is negated. Now, the Apramanya Arthaka, there is probably that is, okay, self, maybe there is a self, there is Bhagwan. So what? There are so many things which are there. So, why should I study Vedanta? I can go through some other text and gain that Bhagavan. If you have those ideas, that is why he says, Vedanta Virodhi Tarka Anusandhanina. The Vedanta Virodhi Tarka Anusandhanina. By inquiring properly into the contradictory statements which negate the Veda, Apramani Shanka. You have the Apramani Shanka. So, by negating it, Anaskandita Guru Padishta, without being associated with Guru Padishta Swarupa Avadharanaya, we have to be established in the Swarupa which the Guru taught us, without being afflicted by the contradictory, wrong logic, illogics. Yatamanaha, people who put effort. What kind of effort do they put? Yatamanaha, yatantascha. For that he is saying. What kind of effort do they say? Do Shravana Nirdharita Artha Badha Shanka Apanodaka. Shravana Nirdharita Artha. Whatever you have established through the Shravana, whatever meaning you have established through the Shravana, Badha Shanka Apanodaka. Negating that, whatever doubts which negate that, Tarka Anusandhana Rupa. You have established a meaning through the Shravana, and there is a Tarka which comes to negate this. You have to use the Tarka based on the Vedanta to negate that Tarka, to not let it disturb the idea you have gained through the Shravana. That is what you have to do after Shravana. Okay, so iti yavat. That's the idea. Manana means by negating all the ideas which are contrary to Vedanta. Tatha Dridhavrataha. In this way, Dridhavrataha. Dridhavrataha means they have complete penance, they have complete focus. How do they practice this vrata? He says, Pratipakshais chalayatum ashakyani. Pratipakshaihi chalayatum ashakyani. By the opponents, you will not be disturbed. Chalayatum means to disturb you. You will not be able to be, they'll not be able to disturb you. In that state, ahimsa satyasteya brahmacharya aparigrahani vratani yesham. They practice these penance, these vratas. What are they? Ahimsa asteya, etc. Whatever is said in the Yoga Sutra, those vratas. Meaning the idea is shamadamadi sadhana sampanna. They are endowed with the qualities of shama, etc. Ahimsa satyasteya, etc. is yama. Yama is shamadamadi. Yama is shama, nema is dama, etc. Something like that. Okay. So shamadamadi sadhana sampanna. They are endowed with the shamadama, etc. The sense organ control, the mind control, etc. Okay. Patanjali. How do you know this vrata? Patanjali has said this. Ahimsa satyamasteyam brahmacharya parigraha yamaha. Ahimsa satyam asteyam. Ahimsa non-violence. Satyam speaking truth. Asteyam not stealing. Brahmacharya practicing celibacy. Then aparigraham not stealing others' objects or not holding on to many things. So those things which are not useful for you. So these yama, they should not be followed only for a particular period. When I am meditating in the, no, not in that period. So he says, jati desha kala samayavachinnaha sarvabhaumaha mahamratam iti. Jati, any class. No, I will not kill Brahmin or Kshatriya. I will only kill Vaishya or something like that. That idea. Or jati means I will not kill a cattle. I will kill only a dog. That idea. That is not possible. Then desha. I will not kill anything in my house. I will kill only in forest or some other place. That idea. A place, typical place. Or I will not kill it in a Tirtha Kshetra, in a pious place. Okay, no, that kind of idea. Kala means a time period. I will not. Previously in India, there used to be this kind of ideas. People didn't used to, weekly at least. Even if they eat daily, they will not eat meat. Any non-vegetarian on Saturdays. And there are people who won't mix. I know a friend's father who will never mix meat food. After eating meat food, he will let his wife take the plate away. I was confused once when I was eating. I was looking at it and I was saying, why are you done? He said, no, I have to eat curd rice. Then why did you leave the plate? Why did you give away the plate? You will eat it in a new plate? No. She will get it washed up. So she'll get it washed. She'll wash it and then bring it back. After that, he'll wash his hands also in that plate. After that, she'll serve curd rice and he'll eat that. He will not mix. Some ideas. So he was very clearly practicing it. I asked him once, we have this kind of, So I said, what if you go to a hotel? Your wife is not there to clean your plate. What will happen? I will not eat curd rice, that's all. So that is kind of a vrata. So he says, desha, kala, that is time, and in a time period. Okay. So in a time period, you won't eat during the morning time or during the evening time in this way. Or like I said, Saturday, Monday, etc. Kala, samaya means a particular situation. Anavachinnaha. This not associated by any of this. It is not associated with anything. Time, place, causation, nothing. No limitations. Without any limitation, that which the yamas which we practice, that is sarvabhaumaha mahavratam. That is called as mahavrata. A great kind of a penance practice. Okay, iti jatya. So he is giving the meaning also. Jatya. Jati means brahmanadikaya, like Brahmins, etc. Not killing them. Deshena. Deshena means a time period. What kind of a place? Tirthadina. In a sacred place. I will not kill anything in a sacred place. Kalena, time period means Chaturdashyadina. In Chaturdashi, etc. During this period, I will not eat or kill I will not resort to any violence, etc. Or I will practice this other things also. It's not just violence, it's also satya, etc. I will speak live only on the other days, not on Friday. That is not a right practice. Then samayena means yajnadi anyatvena. See, I will not kill anything out inside the except the yajna. I will not kill anything outside. Even killing it in yajna is wrong. It is violence. So, like that, with respect to lies, there is a proverb kind of. People use this logic. For a marriage, you can say 1,000 lies. That is stupidity. Not lying at any point of time. That is the like Harishchandra. That is the vrata. He never lied. Jato kaspin api deshe. Okay. Kasyapi. Iti avachinnaha ahimsadaya sarvabhauma. Sarvabhauma means all the planes. All the planes means Shipta, Muda, Vikshipta, Bhumishu, Api Bhavyamana. When you practice, whether you are in Shipta or Vikshipta or Muda, the lower planes, still Kasya api jatau, Kaspin api deshe, Kaspin api gale, Jnadi, Prayojane api himsam na karishyami iti evam. At any point of time, for with respect to anyone, at any place, with respect to any use, whatever be the use, I will not do himsa, etc. In this way, evam rupena kinchidapi aparyudasya samanena pravrittah. Without any choice, one who practices these, ete mahavratam ityuchyante ityartha. That is called as mahavrata, a great penance. Tatha namasyantascha. Similarly, they prostrate to me, they salute me. Mam kayavang manobhihi namaskurvantascha. They salute with body, mind, and speech. Mam bhagavantam vasudevam. Me, who? The Bhagavan Vasudeva. Sakalakalyana guna nidhanam. One who is the repository of all the beautiful good qualities. Nidhanam ishtadevata rupena guru rupena cha sthitam. Where do they see the Vasudeva? I don't like Vasudeva. If you say ishtadevata rupena, whatever deity of your desire, like some people like Krishna, some people like Rama, some people like Ganapati, some people like Shiva. So whatever be the form, in that form, or Guru Rupena cha, and in the form of Guru, not or, and in the form of Guru, one who is existing, that they namasyante, they do salutations with body, mind, and speech. Chakarat, with cha, there in it is said namasyantascha. With that cha, shravanam, kirtanam, vishnu, smaranam, pada evanam, archanam, vandanam, dasyam, sakhyam, atma nivedanam. All these are said. What is that? Shravanam, listening to his greatness. Kirtanam, praising, singing about his greatness, talking about his greatness. Vishnu, about the Vishnu, about the Guru, about the Ishtadevata, whoever it be. Smaranam, remembering him. Pada sevanam, serving his feet. Archanam, doing worship. Vandanam, doing salutations. Dasyam, serving. Sakhyam, in a friendly, Sakhi Bhava is a friendly way. Da Atma Nivedanam, surrendering yourself completely. So, in all these ways, he says, Vandanam, Vandana Sahacharitam, iti Shravanadyapi Bodhavyam. That which is aid to Vandana, etc., is Shravana, etc., also, it should be understood. Okay. Archanam. Archanam means, he says, पादसेवनम् इत्यपि गुरुरूपे तस्मिन् सुकरेमेव. But archanam, padasevanam, worshipping, serving the feet, worshipping with flowers, etc. That is not possible for Ishvara, whom you don't see. So that is possible in the form of Guru, right? So that is done. So he says, iti sukarameva. That is easily. That can be easily performed. Atra mamipiti punarvachanam. See, satatam kirtayanto mam. He said once me. Again, navasyantascha mam bhaktya. Again, he is referring to himself as me. If you call someone with two names in two stanzas, it is a different issue. But you call me, they worship me, they have to salute to me, then that is egotistical. So for that he says, no. The first one is different from this second one. To differentiate, he says, atra mamiti punarvachanam. The repetition of mam is a sagunarupa paramarshartham, to remind you about the attributed self. The previous one is non-attributed self and this is attributed self. Anyatha vayartya prasangat, otherwise it is useless. Using two times mam is useless. Because saying it one, mam, kirtayanta, varchyantaha, namasyantaha, etc., it is enough. Using it second times, it is useless. So, unproductive usage. Tatha bhaktiya madvishayena parena premna nityuktaha. With bhakti, with devotion. Devotion means madvishayena parena premna, with great love regarding me. Nityuktaha, always endowed with. Sarvada sayukta, always endowed with that kind of a devotion. Yetena sarvasadhana paushkalyam pratibandhaka abhavascha darshita. With this sarvasadhana paushkalyam, they have complete strength of all the sadhanas, all the practices, and pratibandhaka abhavascha, the absence of any obstacles, both are said. They have the strength of the sadhana and there is no obstacle also. Even if there is obstacle, the strength of the sadhana will negate it, but still there is no obstacle also. So both are said. Yasya deve paravakthitha deve tasaguro tasya devatitashyaर्थाः prakashante mahatmanaः. To one who has great devotion towards deity, the similar devotion one who shows towards the Guru, us in the deity, tasya ete gaditahyartha, to him these statements, these meanings which are said through these statements, prakashante mahatmana, that absolute self reveals itself. Iti shrutehe. This shruti, Shvetashvatara Upanishad, it is said in different places, Bhagavata, Devi Bhagavata, in many places this is said. Okay. Patanjali also says a similar thing. Tataha pratyak chetana dhigamaha apyantaraya bhavascha iti. Tataha, through this Ishvara Pranita, worship of Ishvara, etc., or yatha avimata dhyana, you gain samadhi, and through that samadhi, pratyak chetana adhigamaha, you gain the knowledge of oneself. And not just that, antaraya bhavascha, the obstacles are also removed. Antaraya, vyadhistyana, angame jayatva, etc., which is said there. Vyadhi, diseases, tiredness, laziness, angame jayatva, anga kampanam, your body shivering, etc., all these kind of things will be removed. Iti. Tataha Ishvara pranidhanad pratyak chetanasya tampadalakshyasya adhigamaha. By the worship of Ishvara, you will gain the knowledge of the implied meaning of tvam, the self. Okay? Adhigamaha. Sakshatkara bhavati. You gain the immediate knowledge of it. Okay? Then Uttarayana Antarayanam Vignanam cha abhava bhavati iti. Antaraya means the obstacles. They also, antaraya, disease is an obstacle. When you have disease, when you have a headache, simple headache, when you have a headache, you will not be able to think properly. So, antaraya cha abhava bhavati iti sutrartha. You will gain this relief from the disease, etc., these obstacles. So, that is the meaning of the sutra. Tadevam. In this way, shamadamadi sadhana sampannaha, people who are endowed with the shamadama, etc., Vedanta Shravanamanana Parayana, people who perform the Vedanta Shravanamanana, etc., Parameshware, Paramaguru, Premna, with great devotion towards the deity and the Guru. Namaskaradina cha, through the salutations, etc. to Vigata Vignaha. They are relieved of their obstacles. Paripurna Sarvasadhanaha Sandaha. Endowed with absolute all the sadhanas, endowed with all the sadhanas necessary for gaining the self. All the sadhanas means all the different ways of practice. They are not the practice of puja, havan, etc. No, not that. The different practices of viveka, vairagya, etc. That which is said here. So those sadhanas, sadhana chatushtaya, with sadhana chatushtaya, what we say, that sadhanas, they are endowed with that in totality. Paripurna santaha mamupasate, with endowed with that they worship me. Vijatiya pratyanantirita anantiritena sajatiya pratya pravahena rवणमनन uttara bhavina satatam chintanti mahatmanah. Meaning, see, they meditate on me. Which kind of meditation are you talking about? Saja vijatiya pratya anantaritena, that which is not disturbed by the contradictory thoughts. Sajatiya pratya pravahena, that in which you have a free flow of a single focused thought. Sajatiya, samana jatiya, same class. Vijatiya, different class. Without having thoughts of different class, without being disturbed by the thoughts of different class, having a free flow of the thoughts of same class, which is a practice which is gained after Shravana and Manana, that which comes after Shravana and Manana, satatam chintayati mahatmana. With it, they always think about me. But what does that which comes after Shravana and Manana? For the disease, anena nididhyasanam charmasadanam darshitam. The final practice, which is nididhyasana, that is also shown here. So Shravana he does, Manana he does, and then finally he comes to nididhyasana. With nididhyasana, where he is not disturbed by any contradictory thoughts, he is focused on the self. Etadrisha sadhana paushkalye sati, when one has the strength of these kind of sadhanas, Shravana Manana nididhyasana, then yad vedanta vakyam akhanda gocharam, the vedanta, through the vedanta statements, that which you knowledge you gain, sakshatkara rupam, that which is the of the nature of immediate knowledge, immediate experience. Aham brahmasmi iti jnanam, the knowledge in the form of I am the self. That knowledge, tad sarvashanka kalanka asprushtam, it is devoid of any association with any impurity, any wrong idea. Kalanka means impurity, any wrong idea, any erroneous knowledge. Erroneous knowledge is impurity here. Okay. Sarva sadhana phalabhutam, that which is the result of all the sadhanas. Swa utpatti matrena deepa iva tamas sakalam ajnanam tatkaryam cha nashyati. Like the lamp, when you light it, when you lit the lamp, at that very moment it destroys the tamaha nashyati. Similarly, just by gaining that knowledge, that very moment, ignorance and its effect, they completely are destroyed. Nirapeksham sakshat moksha hetuh, and this is not dependent upon anything else. It is independent of any other sadhana, anything else. That which is the direct means for gaining the absolute knowledge, bhumijaya kramena natu, and there is no order here, like we saw here in the earlier chapter. Bhumijaya kramena bhrumadhye pranapraveshanam murdhanyaya nadya prana utkravanam archiradi margena brahmaloka gamanam tadbhogantra kala vilambam va pratikshate. It is not dependent upon anything else, as we saw in the earlier chapter. Like he first gains victory over each of the planes. After gaining victory over each of the planes, he comes to the Bhrumadhya Ajna Chakra, where he gains the focus. He focuses on the Ajna Chakra in between the in between the eyebrows. So from there he travels through the Murdhanya Nadi, through the Sahasrara Chakra, from where he leaves the body, Prana Utkramana. He leaves the body and he takes which path to take, left or right. Left is a Dhuma Marga, right is Archir Mata. He takes the right path, the Archir Marga, the path of deities. And through that path, he reaches the final destination, which is Brahmaloka. And there he studies Vedanta and gains the knowledge and becomes liberated, but still waits till the period of that Brahman, the ruler of that world. And after his demise, he also becomes liberated. After his liberation, this fellow also gets liberated. So that kind of order is not expected here. The moment you gain the knowledge, that very moment you become liberated. Ataha, therefore, yad prag pratignatam, that which was established earlier, that he declared, this is what I am going to say. That declaration, idam tu te gukshitamam pravakshyami anasuyave jnanam iti tadyataduktam. So he is declared, what did he say? I am going to explain to you the secret of all the secret, that kind of knowledge, to you who is not jealous, etc., about the others, who has the proper qualities to be a disciple. To you, I am going to explain. Tadyataduktam. That is established here. Phalam cha asya ashubhat mokshanam praguktam eva. And what is the result? See, sadhanam, phalam. Sadhanam is it is established here. Rwणमनन Dhyasana. And phalam, getting liberated from the ashubha, the inauspiciousness. Iti, that was already said. Iti iha punarnoktam. That is not repeated here again. Therefore, evam atra ayam gambhira bhagavato abhipraya. This is the very great superior idea of Bhagwan which is established here. A very heavyweight teaching which was established here by Bhagwan. Gambhiraha, heavyweight. Uttanarthastu prakata eva. And the other ideas are very clear. Uttanartha means, uttana means to lift you, uplift you. Prakata eva Bhagwan uttanartha. Bhagwan has come to this world to uplift you. That is also, that way also you can understand simply. Idanim. Now, ya evam ukta shravanamana nidhyasana asamarthaha. One who is incapable of performing the Shravana Manana Nidhyasana sadhanas. Te api, even for them, who are they? Trividaha. They are three types. Uttamaha, Madhyamaha, Mandasha. They are Uttamaha, superior, Madhyamaha, mediocre, and Mandaha, inferior. So even among the people who cannot practice the Shravanamana Nidhyasana, there are three classes: superior, mediocre, and inferior. So te sarve api swanurupyena mam upasate ityah. They also worship according to their capability. See, that is the greatness of Shastra. Shastra does not prescribe one single path, either take it or leave it. No. You can practice according to your capacity. That is the beauty. It gives freedom for everyone to practice according to their capacity, not compelling anyone to follow one strict rule. No. So, jnana yajnena champyante chapyanye yajanto mam upasate ekatvena prasatvena bahudha vishvato mukham jnana yajnena cha api anye yajantaha mam upasate ekatvena prasatvena bahudha vishvato mukham. Jnana yajnena, through the path, through the sacrifice of knowledge. Sacrifice of knowledge. Yajna is to the worship of knowledge. It will take like that. Yajna, worship of knowledge. Api anye, the others too. Yajantaha mam upasate. The people who do worship, they worship me in this way, through the knowledge also. In which way they worship? Upaste ekatvena prasatvena bahudha. They worship me in the form of a non-dual self. Prasatvena, they worship me as a different from themselves, attributed self, Bahuda Vishwatomukam, in multiple different ways. Me as multiple different things. According to the capacity. Some people, they were who are Uttama, the superior quality disciple, he will worship him as non-dual. The mediocre, he will worship him as dual. And the Adama, the Manda, the dullest, he will worship in multiple different ways. You will see this also as Bhagwan and that also as Bhagwan. That is Manda Buddhi. Anye Purukta Sadhana Anusthana Asamarthaha. Anye means the people who are incapable of practicing the aforesaid sadhana, the Rwणमनन Dhyasana, Jnana Yajnana, through the practice of knowledge, means Tvamvaham Asmi Bhagavo Devate Aham Vai Tvamasi Ityadi Shruti Uktam. See, when you say they practice, it is not, see, when we say we are given the choice, it does not mean you are given the choice which are not prescribed in the Shastra. You have to practice things we have already established that in the previous shloka. Only the practice which are prescribed in the Shastra can give you the result of moksha, not anything else. So, they practice this self, the identity, the non-duality of the self, in which way? Aham va tamasi, tvam va aham asmi. Tvam va aham asmi. You are me. Bhagavo devate, or Bhagavan. Aham vai tamasi. I am you. You are me and I am you. In this way they worship. This is called as ahangraha upasanam jnanam. Superimposing yourself on Bhagavan and Bhagavan on yourself is ahangraha upasana. This is a upasana called ahangraha upasana. Aham graha. Aham means I, graha means accepting. Accepting the I in this Bhagavan and Bhagavan in I. That is the ahangraha upasana. Okay. Jnanam. Sa eva parameshwara yajana rupatvad yajna. That is the means to worship Bhagavan. Therefore, that is called as yajna. Tena, through that. Chakaraha evartha. Chakara, the cha is said in the sense of definitely. Api is used in the sense of there is no other sadhana. There is no other means to gain this. Sadhanantara tyagartha. To give up the other means. The thought, even the thought about the other means. Kechit sadhanantara nispruhaha santaha upasya upasaka abheda chinta rupena jnana yajnena ekatvena bheda vyavritya mam ye upaste chintayanti uttamaha. Kechit first word and the final word uttamaha. Kechit uttamaha. Some people who are superior quality seekers, they, what do? Sadhananta nispruhaha. They are not dependent upon any other sadhana. Without depending upon any other sadhana, santaha being that, upasya upasaka abheda chinta rupena. By having this idea of upasana, upasya and upasaka. Upasaka means the worshipper and upasya means the worshipped. The non-duality, the identity between, by focusing the identity between the worshipped and the worshipper, jnana yajnatvena, yajnena ekatvena bheda vyavritya. By this negation of duality, through this practice of knowledge, mam evapaste chintayanti. They meditate upon me. Now, this is for Uttama Adhikari. Because there is no guru other than me, there is no Bhagwan other than me, I am all everything. This is the idea of not even manda, it is idea of not even below the manda. Because a person who is manda will follow the dictates of the Shastra. The Shastra has given us a prescribed methodologies. Dustarka Suviramyatam Shutimatas Tarkonu Sanjiyatam. Sadhana Panchaka very clearly says, give up the wrong logic, follow the logic prescribed by the Shruti, which is accepted by the Shruti. So they are even below the Manda Adhikari. And Shruti also says, Na Advaitam Guruna Saha, never practice Advaita with the Guru. I am not, I am you, you and I are not different. Never the stupid idea. Never allow you to have the stupid idea. So he says, Anyetu. The others, Kechate Madhyamaha. Who are they? The others who are some people like who are mediocre people. Pruthatveda upasya upasakayoho bedena. They worship in duality. Duality means as I am different from the meditated. Meditator is different from the meditator. Meditated. Iti adityo brahmetyup adeshaha ityadi shruti uktena. This also is prescribed by the Shruti. Adityo brahmetyadesha. Your initiation, your teaching is for you. The teaching is Aditya is Brahman. See the sun as the Brahman. Adityo brahmetyanupasita. Meditate as Aditya sun as a Brahman. These statements. Iti Shruti uktena. This whatever the Shruti prescribed. Pratika upasana rupena. This is called as Pratika upasana. Seeing the self in you or seeing yourself in the self is a ahangraha upasana. Superimposing the self in any other object is pratika upasana. Pratika means object. Upasana means meditation. Meditation on any object, whether it is close by or far off, does not really matter. That is pratika upasana. Jnana yajnana mamya upasate. Through this practice of knowledge, they worship me only. Anye, the others. To Anyetu, the others. Who are the others? Ahangraha upasane pratika upasane va asamarthaha. People who are incapable of practicing the ahangraha upasana or pratika upasana. The meditation on self, on the individual self, or the meditation of self on the objects. They are not capable of doing both. There is no third kind of meditation. These people who are not capable of meditating on in this way, for them it is said, Kechit Manda, they are dull people, dullards. For them, Kanchid Anyam Devatamcha Upasina, they meditate upon different other deities which are not prescribed in the Shastra, or the deities they don't see it as the absolute self. Then Kanichit Karmaniva Kurbana, and they practice other karmas, other actions which are not prescribed by the Shastras. Bahuda Taihi Taihi Bahubhi Prakaraihi. In different types, they practice these karmas, and different forms they see this deities. Vishwarupam Sarvatmanam Mamaya Upaste. They worship in all the forms only me. In every form they worship only me. Tena Tena Jnana Yajnana iti Uttara Uttaranam Gramena Puru Puru Bhumi Lavaha. Tena Tena Jnana Yajnana. Through those practice of knowledge, through this what he said is by gaining establishment in the previous, by accomplishing the result of the previous, they gain the next. They gain the previous. Manda becomes Madhyama. The Madhyama becomes Uttama. That is the order. Yadi Bahuda Upasate. If they meditate in different things in different ways, Tarhi, then Katham Twameva Ityashankya. Then how can he meditate upon you? Only you say. They are meditating upon different gods, not you. And you shamelessly claim they are all meditating upon me. How can you say that? Iti Ashankya. For this doubt, Atmana Vishwarupattam Prapanchati Chaturbihi. With the next 4 shlokas, Bhagavan establishes himself to be everything. Aham kratur aham yajnaha swadha aham aushadham mantro aham eva ajyam aham agnir aham hutam. Aham kratuhu aham yajnaha swadha aham aushadham mantraha ahameva ajyam aham agnihi aham hutam. Brahmagno brahmarpanam brahmahavihi brahmagno brahmanahutam Brahmaivadena gantavyam Brahma karma samadhina. Whatever we are going to see later, that is said here. Aham kratuhu, I am the karmas. Kratu is karma. Yajna aham, aham yajna, I am the yajnas, the fire oblations. Swadha aham, the fire oblations which are performed for the deities. Swadha aham, the karmas which are prescribed for the ancestors, Pitrus. Aham aushadam, I am the medicine. Mantroham, I am the mantra. Aham eva ajyam, I am the clarified butter, ghee. Aham agnihi, I am the fire into which you throw the ghee. I am the mantra which you use for throwing the ghee. I am the ghee which you throw, I am the fire which you throw the ghee into. Aham hutam, I am the process of the action also. The throwing into the fire oblation, that is huta. Throwing something into the fire, throwing the ghee into the fire is the yaga. I am the means of that action also. We'll see this. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.